Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. We're going to take a look at the new moon. It's the first of 2 Leo new moons. I'm not sure how often that happens, but I know it's not very. And this one's at 0 Leo, and then of course next month we're going to have the eclipse at Leo when it gets up by the node. But this is a powerful new moon. This is initiating. Look at all this Leo energy. And the Mars is conjuncted. So we've got the sun, the moon, and Mars, all in this big stellium. And at low degrees, 0 and 1. So it's a new beginning. It's initiation. It's kicking it off. It's kicking off this Leo vibration that we're really moving into at the node and the eclipse and everything. So here it is, Leo, 5th house. Leo, 5th house, sun. So this is, and it's the sun is in its own space. You know, the sun is ruled by Leo, the 5th house. This is its natural placement. So it's expressing very powerfully there. You know, it's creativity, fun, children, amusement, love, romance. You know, the 5th house stuff, games of chance, luck. You know, lucky breaks, creativity. It's being light, nothing's set in stone, especially with Venus and Gemini over here. This is lighthearted times. We've been in this heavy, heavy, heavy energy. And, you know, a lot of that is still prevalent to some degree. But this is going to be a welcome lightening things up here for us. So, powerful time to initiate self-expression. That's 5th house too. Romances. Fun. Go fun. A lot of people go on vacation in August. You know, that's, you know, vacation, amusement parks, these kind of things. This is all the realm of Leo, 5th house. Laughter. If you've ever been watching me for a while, you would know that I always, the Leos, how you can always peg a Leo is they always have this great laugh. This infectious, great laugh. And they're not all the same. All their laughs aren't the same. But the thing that they do have in common is this, it's infectious. You know, it's infectious and it's laughter. Okay, so besides the sun, moon, and Mars, it doesn't really seem to be aspecting anything. Oh, it's squaring this Pallas Uranus here too, but well, it's kind of squaring Uranus too. There's this weird thing about it. It's in the same element. You'd think it was a trine, but it's actually a square because it's so low degrees here. But Uranus in Aries is inventive, new. It's inventive, new, lighthearted. You know, these are the vibrations that we're into. Venus in Gemini, communicating creativity, creatively. Writing, journaling, speaking, talking, charming. This is a very charming thing here. Very charming. So Leos are charming. Charm, fun. You know, the old adage, you can catch more flies with honey, or bees with honey, than you do with vinegar, you know. So charm is the way to go. Charm, I talked about this a little bit in the last reading too. Being charming, being gracious, this is the prevalent energy that this new moon is kicking off here. And be having fun and not taking life so seriously. Mercury is conjunct Leo too over here. So there's a heavy emphasis on Leo, sun energy, and then there's a heavy emphasis on this Mercury. Because Venus is in Mercury, so it's expressing this way. And then Mercury is conjunct the North Node too. So that's again this self-expression, this communication. It's in this Leo energy. So there's a very strong element of creative, talking, laughing, having fun. Short distance travel can be with Mercury in the 3rd house. But this is a lightening up, hopefully going to be a lightening up for them, because this heavy energy has been around here for a while. It's been hanging around for a while, and it's been pretty intense, and I think we're about ready for some fun in the sun, right? For those of us in the northern hemisphere. What else is going on here? Mercury, this Uranus is tied in again through the trine to the Mercury North Node here. So this Uranus and the Saturn too. It's sextile. This energy, this conjunction here, North Node Mercury is sextiling Saturn. It's trining Uranus. So you know, sometimes when you have an enlightenment, a moment of enlightenment, this happens to me quite often, you know, you can just laugh at it's kind of like you just laugh. It's like, oh, it's so simple. Because the fifth house is children too, because sometimes, or out of the mouths of babes, you know, sometimes it's so childlike and so simple. The simple truths are the biggest ruler of the universe or whatever. You know, it's not always this deep, dark, hard to understand, you know, things, secret schools, you know, with Pluto and, you know, the ninth house and all this. Pisces and the ninth house and everything. It's the simplest things. It's the simple things. It's the simple pleasures in life, you know. And that's what sometimes can shake you out of, or whenever, like if you've been pissed off, like Saturn and Pluto's kind of like pissed off energy, and then somebody just says something to make you laugh, and that's it. It's off. You know, the anger, the self-righteousness, the seriousness, it just falls away. You know, you can just laugh in this vibration, and Uranus can do that. There can be cracks. There can be cracks in the foundation, but it could be good cracks in the foundation, or the cracks in the facade, or the walls that we've built, or the stubbornness, or I'm right and you're wrong, the wanting to rule over people and situations. It can be just like, yeah, who cares? Leo's like, who cares? Let's go have some fun, maybe. You know, Leo's not going to get caught up in all that. They'll just laugh it off and have a great time. And this Uranus coming into play here in two different ways, by squaring the new moon and trining the north node Mercury conjunction, it's opening that door. It's opening that door for lightheartedness. It's opening that door to not taking things so seriously. Because that's what a lot of enlightenment can be. That's what I was trying to get to, and I got a little sidetracked. Not taking things so seriously. I've laughed at myself so many times. Oh my God, I was so adamant about that. How ridiculous, you know. And not in a bad way, not like putting myself down, like, oh, you were such an asshole, blah, blah, blah. How could you be so, this was totally wrong and you were so tied into it. It's just like, oh gosh, how silly, how silly. Laugh at yourself in a way, just like, it's a way of release, and laughter's a way of release. And it's this energy is a way of release. And it's releasing this that no longer serves you, you know. Does it serve you to be so serious and, you know, have to pompous or what am I trying, like Pontius Pilate? What am I trying to say? There's another word, pontiff. I don't know. I'm not getting it right, but that stern, you know, oh, I'm so pious. That's what I was trying to get to, you know, pious. You know, I'm so right, and you peasants down here, you little peasants. Are they peasants? My dog. See, a lighter energy brings the joy, brings, you know, the animal. I'm laughing, the dog comes up to me, he wants to be around me. You know, he's grunting, he's making a snarkly grunty noises. I don't know if you can hear. But we're just having a good old time here, snorkeling and grunting, aren't we? Are we having a good time, buddy? Yeah, so we have a good time, we try to. But if you're, and that you attract people, you attract circumstances, you attract opportunities, you attract fifth house lovers if you're out there single and looking. So this is the energy that attracts. When you're all Mr. Serious and going to point the finger, I'm going to tell you what it's all about. Nobody wants to hear that noise. You know, nobody wants to be preached to. Okay, preacher. Chill out there, dude. Settle down. Nobody wants to be preached to. When you preach to somebody, they dig their heels in more, and they're just going to show you, and it not enhances, but it exasperates the vibration of opposition and polarity and fighting for what my team and what's right and all that horseshit. So here comes Leo. Yeah. You believe what you want to believe. Let's go party together. Let's go on a hike together. Let's go have a drink together. Let's go to an amusement park together. Let's go to a ball game together if that's what you're into. You know, let's have a laugh. Have a laugh or two. You know, life's not that serious. Life doesn't have to be that serious. Okay, it doesn't have to be. And this influx is really bringing that to the forefront. You know, this influx of the Leo energy, and you know, life's a beach, all right? Yeah, so this is going to be a very welcome, lighthearted vibration coming in. This Virgo over here, we've got Vesta coming in at Virgo. You know, I always feel like Vesta is the true ruler of Virgo, that's going to come about. If you're not familiar, you know, back in the old days, Saturn ruled Aquarius too. Saturn used to rule over Aquarius until Uranus was discovered, and that's the true ruler of Aquarius. And Scorpio at one time was ruled by Mars. Mars was co-ruler of Mars and Aries, and Saturn was co-ruler of Capricorn and Aquarius. And now Pluto rules over Scorpio, which is right. You know, I don't care if Pluto's not a planet or it's a dwarf planet or blah, 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 blah. Pluto rules Scorpio. Flat out does. So Virgo is one of our signs that's still in co-rulership. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so is Gemini, and then the other one is Venus rules Taurus and Libra. And I think I've heard stories about Vulcan being the true ruler of Taurus. That's going to come out later on. Could be, but I don't know. I don't have a strong feeling on that. But I have a strong feeling on Vesta being the true ruler of Virgo. You know, the Vestal Virgins. You know, so innocent in some ways, but very strong and forthright in the other. Endurance, you know, it fits really well. So even though this isn't out of any astrology book or anything, I feel that Vesta being in Virgo is definitely empowered. You know, just like the Sun being in Leo and Vesta being in Virgo, it's empowered. It's in its home. Neptune being in Pisces, although retrograde, you know, it's in its home place there. It's powerful. It can express itself. There's a word for it. You know, there's like a detriment. There's all these words for that stuff, but I forgot about that. I can't remember that stuff. I learned it way back in the day, and I just kind of, the more intuitive I become, the less I need to, you know, these terms sort of escape me, you know, they sort of fall away, almost like reading music. Like when you first learn to play, maybe you learn to read music, and then once you become a writer yourself, or you're just vibing on it straight through spirit, you know, it's faster to, rather than try to read a score, it's faster to just listen and fall in and get in, you know, get that vibe and find it through Neptunian, Piscean ways rather than anal, mental ways, you know, and have to experience it at its true, with music, for instance, experience it at its true essence, rather than translate it into this other anal language of charts and dots and stuff, and then have to translate it back. I mean, charts and dots totally have a place, and especially before recorded audio, I mean, that was the way to share music and stuff, but nowadays, I don't know. I mean, for me, I mean, I did learn to read music like in 3rd grade or something, you know, but beyond, you know, it's really beyond me now. It's faster just to hear it and feel it and express it than it is to try to translate it into this other language, which is almost what a lot of the astrology jargon can be, you know. I got to translate it. Well, it's in detriment and blah, 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 and here I am. I'm so much smarter than you. It's not a matter of intelligence or smartness, or I'm a scientist and you're a, you know, whatever. I was going to say freak. But freak in a good way, you know, like in school, you're the jocks or the freaks, you know, that kind of good freak. You know, whatever. I'm going all over the place here. But we were talking about Vesta. It's, you know, I was saying I didn't know that correct term for that, but it's expressing itself powerfully, and it's home. It's in its home in space there, and so is Neptune. I keep coming back to this Neptune. Neptune retrograding still. Saturn's retrograding too, but you know, Saturn's going to go direct, I believe, next month. Really, right close to that eclipse. That Leo eclipse is going to be it's something else, boy. And then right after, the Sun moves into Virgo, and there's a lot of, I can't wait to, I'm looking forward to that. But this is sort of kicking that off, you know. It's sort of like the precursor, or the intro, or the, you know, the whatever. You know, this is a little taste, just a little taste of what's to come. And I feel good about it. I feel really good about it. Well, we got Mars square Uranus. Yeah, that could be intense. And Uranus square Sun. What else is going on? Jupiter trine Venus. Now there's a very lovely. That's been going on for. I'm recording this early. That's happening now, and that's beautiful. And it's You know, this is air sign, this is communication, this is the two benefics. There's another one that I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but Jupiter and Venus, I think Jupiter's the great benefic or benefactor, meaning it's good, it's happy, it's wonderful, it bestows blessings, you know, it brings good stuff, okay? So the two planets that bring good stuff are in trine with each other, and you know, it's in Libra, which is the Venus rules Libra. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy. Venus is also trining the south node, although I wouldn't say it's a grand trine because this is 15 and 24. This is a pretty wide orb. But Venus trines both. Venus is 4 degrees out of this and 4 or 5 degrees out of this. So Venus it's like a pivot point, right? It's a pivot point. And that's not any official astrology language either. That's just me going off. But there's something here. There's like a pivot point. So the pivot point between Jupiter and Libra, Jupiter expands, makes more of, elevates expression of the Libran energy, justice for all, partnership, cooperation. Venus through the south node in Aquarius. Well, I think the south node in Aquarius is our galactic history. You know, I think that's going to finally come out this time around, even more than it has been. But this is like a boost for that, big time. Well, maybe it's just like stop fighting amongst yourself because, you know, we're all humans here, and there's way more out there than, you know, keep them fighting amongst themselves, divide and conquer. You know, maybe there's going to become some awareness about that. You know, and uniting, but uniting through Venus and, you know, Jupiter and Libra energy. Not you hear these. Well, you see these movies. Majority of these movies with these alien invasions, we're gonna kick ass. We're gonna break out our guns and we're gonna kick ass and kill every one of them. You know, it's like wow, because we're the power. We're the dominating, powerful force of this universe and world, and you know. Then we join together to kill others, you know, hate, join together through hate and fear and dominance. But what about joining together through love? You know, that could be the Venus thing. I was hearing that join together in somebody's reading, one of the love readings. I'm gonna read it out real quick. Join together. It's short. Oh, that's not even right. Hopefully it's the Who. I'll get enough letters right to Google. Did you mean join together with the band? Yeah, I did. Thank you. And lyrics. Because I this came up in one of the love readings that I did. I just finished those love readings. If you're not familiar, if you're interested in a love reading, I have those on Vimeo. But anyways, when you hear the sound of coming, and you hear the drummer drumming, won't you join together with the band? We don't move in any particular direction, and we don't make no collections. Won't you join together with the band? Do you really think I care what you eat or what you wear? Won't you join together with the band? Well, that's kind of, let me just stop there and relate it to what we were talking about before we go any further. Well, the Aquarian joining together and everything like that. But, like, do you really think I care what you eat or what you wear? The petty shit that we fight over. The petty shit that these powers that be get us fighting over amongst ourselves so they can go off and rape the economy, the world, or whatever the hell they're doing. They're up to no good, I tell you. Okay, do you really think I care what you eat or wear? Join together. There's a million ways to laugh. Oh, Leo, what was I just talking about the laughter? Everyone's on a path. Come and join together with the band. Band together, right? Everybody join together, come on, join together with the band. You don't have to play, you can follow or lead the way. Oh, won't you join together with the band? We don't know where we're going, but the season's right for knowing. Oh, good one. Won't you join together with the band? Yeah, we don't have to have a solid plan necessarily. You know, Leo doesn't have a solid plan. Leo's spur of the moment, in the moment. Let's, you know, where's my next adventure, you know? Let's go be spontaneous. Let's have some fun. But at a higher level, you don't have to always know how, why, how. These kids, why? Why? The little kids getting that. Why? But how? You know, that's the biggest squasher of dreams. That's the biggest killer of inspiration. Just put it out to the universe. South Node's in Aquarius. Put it out to the universe, baby. This is what I want to create. This is the kind of world I want to live in. This is the vibration that I want to be in. This is what I want. This is where I want to be, how I want to be. And you don't have to say how. You know, that's a killer. That's our foot just coming down, squash, flattening all this fun Leo energy. There's too much going on here to be squashed by that, you know. Okay, how come I can't read that last piece there? I might have to put it back fuller. Yeah, I guess I have to put it back fuller. It's the singer, not the song, that makes the music move along. Oh, there's something there. Once you join together with the band. This is the biggest band you'll find. It's deep and it is wide. Come and join together. Well, the biggest band you're going to find is humanity, right? Yeah. I like that, but there's something deep there. What does this mean now? It's the singer, not the song, that makes the music move along. There's something there. Well, it could have been kind of what I was just saying too, like, you know, well, what song are we gonna sing? Hey, wait, don't start singing yet. We don't even know what song we're doing. Hold on, time out, stop. Trying to control everything, you know. It's just the art, it's just the act of singing. And Venus and Gemini, that's singing too, for sure. And it's the biggest band you'll find. It's deep and it is wide. It's the earth, it's the universe. It's the galactic everything, right? It's the biggest band you'll find. It's deep and wide, baby. Okay, join together, everybody, join together the band. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. You know, I don't think I read the whole lyric in that reading, but this definitely applies to this thing. Anyhow, anything else we want to look into here? Well, I can hear noises starting in the neighborhood, so time to wrap it up. Okay, everybody, let's wrap it up. I didn't get up early enough to get the real early morning reading done this time. But hey, if you want to get a reading from me or anything I do, check it out in the little eye in the sky up in the corner, VickieVerley.com. Check out my website. New stuff is coming, for sure. New stuff's going to be coming up. I got a few things, some irons in the fire, baby. So hopefully this Leo stuff's going to really kick it off. All right, I'm going to sign off. Remember your love and beauty incarnate. Have a great new moon in Leo. Have some fun. Okay, bye.